name is Denny. I go by the name Hermeticus Not. I am a Tantrika. I've been a Tantrika for 4 decades. During this very trying time, we are all going through, many of us stuck in our houses for long periods of time. Several people have asked me, what can I do to calm myself, to lower anxiety, to lower stress? I'm going to give you 3 simple exercises that come from the Tantrika canon, also used by Hindus and Buddhists and others. The first one is going to be pranayama. The second one is going to be kavacha, or armor. The third one is going to be mantra meditation. So you may know these things, you may have heard of these things. I'm going to give you very simple, very clear, very, very explicit instructions. If you do any of these, really, whenever you want to, for 10 minutes, 15 minutes at a time, you will feel better. You will feel less depressed, you will feel less stressed, you will feel less anxiety, and you will feel more centered. And this is the most important thing. If you are not centered, if your mind is in chaos, then your emotions are all over the place, and this leads to unhappiness. So let's start. The first is pranayama. Pranayama is about the breath. And the prana, or the energy that flows through your body, many different faiths believe, Tantra definitely believes, your emotions and your breathing are connected, and that by controlling your breath, you can center and control your emotions, especially negative emotions like anxiety, fear, etc. So I'm going to show you 2 very simple ways to do it. Here's the easiest. First, just simply sit in a quiet, calm place. Breathe in and out. Notice your breath is very shallow. When people are stressed out, when they're thinking a lot, when they're working through things, they're not breathing with their full lungs. The key to pranayama is breathing all the way down into your lungs and out. You're getting what's called, some people call it the stale air down at the bottom of your lungs that often doesn't get shifted out of your body as you breathe. So now sit, relax your body, forget about all the stresses that are around you, and just breathe as deeply as you can to the count of 5. In, hold at the count of 5, or for the count of 5. Then breathe out for the count of 5. Then hold. There's no air in your lungs for the count of 5. And then repeat. So, like so. Do that for 10 minutes. You will find your negative emotions, whatever they are, calming. You'll find yourself becoming more centered. The breathing and the counting help center our mind, our monkey mind, which is thinking of all kinds of things that are not helpful. And it centers your body, and it helps to adjust the flow of energy in your body. 10 minutes is all it takes. 15, if you can do longer, great. If you don't have huge breathing capacity for various reasons, then count as many as you can count. If you can count to 5, that's great. If you can count to 4, that's fine. Whatever you need to do to fill your lungs, and then exhale. Here's a second version of pranayama. It's a little bit more advanced. It's alternate nostril breathing. The belief is that we have two meridians of energy that flow through our body. The main meridian of energy, which shadows or flows through our spinal column and our bunched nervous system, the Sushumna, then we have the Ida and Pingala. And then the idea is that if we're out of balance or out of whack emotionally, one or the other of these channels is not operating the way it should. By alternating nostril breathing, we can help balance our energetic body, our physical body, and our mental state. So it's essentially the same idea. I'm going to breathe in one nostril, 5, count to 5, hold, count to 5, breathe out, count to 5, change nostril, breathe in, count to 5, hold, count to 5, breathe out, count to 5, hold, count to 5, move. So you're just going to be going back and forth. So watch, or at least pay attention. It's not very exciting to watch. Hopefully that made sense. Do this again, 10, 15 minutes. Not only will it balance you emotionally, physically, your energetic body as well. It will also center you, and that's the most important thing, because when we are off our center is when we are depressed, upset, stressed out, angry, all those sorts of things. When we are on our center, it's easier to pull back from the negative emotions and be where we are and understand that everything we're going through is a learning experience. We're trying to focus on our life in a positive way. So, second thing is Kavacha. Kavacha means body armor. I'm going to give you a very, very simple. There are many, many kinds of, in Tantra and in Hinduism and Buddhism, many kinds of body armor. The basic idea is that your hands, which also have chakras in them, this is why laying on of hands and blessing with hands and charging Eucharist with hands is so powerful, because we actually can emanate tremendous amounts of energy from our hands. You're going to utilize the energy that you can channel through your hands by placing the energy on different parts of your body and creating essentially a protective armor. When you're feeling very vulnerable, either emotionally or physically or spiritually, a kavacha, or setting up a body armor about yourself, is a very powerful thing to do. Traditionally, what's done is mantras are placed on your body. Right now, as you can see from the altar behind me, I'm doing a lot of work with Ganesh, the elephant god. I'm doing the sadhana or work with him. So I might place his mantra, which is Om Gam Ganapati Namah, and then visualize his energy, the energy of Ganesh, on my head, on my arm, on my chest, on my belly, my groin, on my legs, on my feet. There's more. You can place them on your hands, your fingers, your hands. There are some very complicated armors and some very simple armors. If you are not interested or you don't work with, say, Tantric or Hindu mantras, you can use other god forms. I know people who are very involved with the god Sekhmet in terms of healing, or people who are involved in with the star goddess Nuit, or Horus, or Hecate. And you can simply pick a mantra or term or just the name of the god form if you want. If you're working with, say, Hecate, you could, or Artemis or whatever, you could simply place Artemis, Artemis, and just visualize her energy, her form, her symbol, however you want to do it, glowing there and protecting you. The idea is that you're building up an armor around you, and that when you're done, you center, say it one more time, whatever the mantra or whatever the word is that you're using, and you visualize that you are divinely protected and no negativity can come in, and that you are, I guess you are embraced by the deity form in a way that you do not have to fear anymore. So I'm just going to show a very simple one. I'm just going to use Om. It's fairly universal, and I don't think I can screw it up too badly. So, and I'm going to just do a very simple Kavacha. I'm going to bless and empower and set up the armor on my head. So that's this chakra and this chakra, my head, my shoulders, i.e. my arms, my heart, my lower body and my genital area, and my legs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, as I've said, there's many Kavachas. You can, of course, project the healing protective energy on your feet, your hands. But let's just try this. And then I'm going to end by just sort of putting it on the back of my head to protect my back, my whole back and my head. So center yourself. Visualize the deity form that you are doing. Right now I'm doing Om. The deity form is Shiva, but also I'm just going to visualize light, pure, brilliant light, the Godhead, however you want to view it. Om. I'm now centering myself. I am surrounded by white light. I am protected by the white light, or any color light you like. For Om, I visualize scintillating light covering me, filling me, protecting me. No negativity can come to me. I am calm. I am centered. I am protected. That's a simple kavacha. As I've said, you can use whatever deity form you like. If you don't want to do it so many times in so many places, you can do it any way you like. It's very simple. I'm taking a rather complex idea and I'm making it simple so that you can use it. There are times when we feel really depressed. There's times when we feel really under attack. There's times when we feel the walls are closing in. Kavacha is a really powerful thing that will be helpful for you. The third thing I want to talk about is mantra meditation. There are many, many different ways to meditate. I'm sure YouTube is filled with hundreds of videos on how to meditate. I'm just going to give you a very simple one. This is a mala in my tradition, and not sampradaya that I was initiated into, and in Hinduism and in Buddhism. It has 108 beads. There's interesting reasons why. It represents the major stars that circle us. You don't need to have a mala. You don't need to use any particular thing. But if you have one, or if you want to get one, it's very useful. The reason we like the mala is because it keeps us focused on the repetitions that we are doing. So there's a few tricks going on here. One, I'm going to be chanting. I'm just going to chant Guru Om. Guru means, of course, teacher, as many people know, but Guru actually means to bring light from darkness, and it means your holy guardian spirit or your Atman as well. Your Guru is your holy guardian spirit. So I'm just going to do a very simple mantra, which is Guru Om, the power of Om, right? And then bring light from darkness. Very, very simple mantra. So when we meditate, when we do mantra meditation, what we're doing is we're focusing on several things. In our mind, we're focusing on what it is that we're willing. In my case, Guru Om, I'm just willing calm centeredness and the bringing of light from dark, i.e. whatever negativity is going on in my life, whether I'm feeling angry or upset or depressed or any number of things, or I could be just freaked out from sitting around my house all friggin' day, right? So I can just sit and I can meditate. So I'm going to start by doing the mantra. The mantra has a message, a subliminal message that's a good one. Guru Om, Guru Om, Guru Om. Also, I'm focusing my mind not on what I'm feeling, not on thoughts that are here or there or swirling around me, rent and debts and bills coming in and people not calling me back and people I know who are sick and all these things that concern us and make us anxiety-ridden, stressed out, depressed. I'm focusing on one simple thing. I'm focusing on doing this mantra. As I'm focusing on that, I'm focusing on my center, on my Atman, on the star that is inside, that is really my soul, that is the true part of me. All of this is Maya, all of this is samsara. All of this comes and goes, everything changes. One thing doesn't change, and that is the star that is within me. That is my true self. Mantra meditation helps us focus on one thing. Doesn't matter what it is, but it helps us focus on one thing and bring all of that chaos to a still order, a still moment within us, which is the key thing that focuses us, centers us, and helps us regain the balance that we need to function in a calm and conscious manner. So I'm just going to sit. I'm going to breathe deeply. Relax, forget about all the stress that I've just been going through. Gurung, 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 gurung. Gurung, 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 gurung. Gurung, 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 gurung. Gurung, 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 gurung. Now, it doesn't have to be a mantra. Again, you could be going Hecate, 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 or Tunuit, 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 or Yopan, Yopan, Yopan. It doesn't matter. It matters. I take that back. It matters in that you're sending a different message and you're programming yourself in a different way. But what it actually is in terms of the mechanics of it is not important, because what I'm doing when I'm chanting is I'm focusing on what I'm doing. I'm focusing on the tactile sensation of my beads, or just trying to count any way you want to do that. You can also, by the way, get apps that are free that have 108. You're looking for the word mala. You can find a free mala app. I have one on my phone that I use all the time when I don't have my prayer beads with me. My mala. You're focusing on a sound, and you're focusing on the act of what you're doing. It's repetitive. It's programming you in a more positive way than where you were before, more positive attitude. And there's a tactile, if you're using beads, there's a tactile sensation. You're actually counting. All those things distract your monkey mind from the anxiety, from the worry, from the imaginary things that are surrounding you, the little sort of, negative things that are happening, the bills, and oh my goodness, and I forgot to, and I have to, and or the anger or the hurt or the upset feelings that you're feeling because of these things that happen. All of those things essentially are not real, because what we're doing right now, right here at this moment, this is what is real. These are all just thoughts or reactions or emotional, a cloud of emotional things. But right now, at this moment, you're sitting watching me, this is what's real. You here now, being the star that you are, is real. So mantra meditation helps us get back to that point of like being calm, being centered, being focused, being who we truly are, which is an incarnate spirit of light and love and joy. If these three things can help you, I am very, very happy. This is my job, is to try to help people. And this is why we're all here. So, namaste, Om Shanti Shiva Shakti. May you be happier. May you be free of anxiety. May you be free of worry. May you be free of depression. May you be free of hurt. May you be free of anything negative that is impacting or damaging your life. You are a star. You are the Godhead. You can do whatever you want to do. Take 10 minutes a day, choose one of these, and relax. Thank you. If you want to connect with me, I'm going to be doing more of these videos. I have a blog and website, and through that you can email me, DennySargentAuthor.com. I hope to hear from you. Be centered, be well, be safe.